Hello everyone, this is MeltMan of Gaming Philosophy, and welcome back to part 3 of my Satisfactory early access special. So this is much longer than what I normally go in stream. We started, I think, was around 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time yesterday, and we've rolled right in, and we're now hitting, well, let's see, this one started about, I want to say 3:10 a.m. on the next day. So, booyah. Been having a blast. Factory's working good. I just went ahead and took 3 of my overclocks out of that fuel generator over there and put them in this screw factory here because I just wasn't getting as much screws as I needed. So now that I've got screws aplenty coming in, that is going to go ahead and fix the problem I was experiencing over on this manufacturer. And it's supposed to be making me computers. It was just not making. There was so much dead time because I was always waiting for enough screws to show up. Yeah. So now that I have that going on, that should allow me to go ahead and start stockpiling the computers I need. Alright, so that has me at 5 computers. Of course, I needed 7. So the next 2 that complete will allow me to go ahead and turn in and unlock the last unlock I think that might be available for me, which would be the gas mask. But we did also have the supercomputer also researching at the same time. So I don't know what the supercomputer research unlocks. It's definitely something interesting. Let's go ahead and turn in these computers. Boom. That leaves us only 2 more to go, and let's see if that, it looks like it's done scanning. Analyst of the supercomputer completed. Please choose a new specimen. Okay.
New technologies have been developed based on this new element, primarily in power and electronics, and can now be accessed in Hub Tier 6.
Hub Tier 6. Alright, what's this? Let's see. 4 more inventory slots. The Mark III power pole. The geothermal generator. The programmable splitter. And scanner update geyser. That's pretty freaking cool. Geothermal generator. Alright. I didn't even know that existed. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get the supercomputers, or the computers that we need, and start working towards the geothermal section. That's awesome. Oh, this is the wrong one. Oop. Okay. Boo frickin' yeah. There we go. Yep, enough computers. So, the reason why I'm excited about the geothermal is I haven't seen any geysers per se in the game yet. But the fact that it would let me basically ping for them means that they do exist. And the question is where? And boop. Gas mask unlocked.
Gas masks and filter parts will ensure increased odds of survival in gas-based hazardous environments. Fixit Incorporated would like to extend the friendly advice to not forget to change filters regularly.
Okay. I'm assuming the gas mask is made in here. Okay, so we're looking at rubber, plastic, and fabric. The filter is coal, rubber, and fabric. Alright. Makes sense. Let's see here. How much fabric do we have? Fabric here. Fabric here. Alright. We need plastic and rubber. Alright. There's plastic. I don't think I have any rubber here. Let's check on this one. Nope. No rubber. I'll have to go get some. Whoop. Whoop. Oh. Rubber. While I'm out here, let me go and get some coal as well. I think I have, yeah. Over here I have a little sugar cube with a... Oh, here, let's see. Take a couple stacks of coal. I think I might need more plastic too. Alright. Take a stack of plastic. Okay. Alright. So, let's make ourselves a gas mask. Boop. And we need more fabric. We're going to make that. So, let's see here. Fabric, I think is it mycelium and leaves? Let's see here. Fabric. Yep. Here's some leaves and some mycelium. Don't have any mycelium in here. None here. None here. None here. I think I actually, yeah. I think I turned all the mycelium and leaves I had into like biomass and then a biofuel. So I'm gonna have to do that. Now, something I want to look at here. Don't tell me that it's okay. So this is another thing. There are so many things that connect to the body slot, but they go in completely different places. I would not mind a full body suit that gives me the use of the Blade Runners, the gas mask, and the jetpack all at the same time, considering one goes in your chest, one goes on your legs, and the other one goes on your face. Well, thankfully I know where to go and get some mycelium. I think there's a cave pretty nearby that has some mushrooms. And then it's just a matter of picking up some leaves. Let's see here. I didn't run past it, did I? Yeah, I did. Boop. Small little cave. Occasionally has cave spiders. Let's see. Mycelium. When do I think the world will end? When the sun goes ahead and, well, okay. I hope it's when the sun expands and becomes a red giant towards the end of its lifespan. Because that's like, you know, a few 100 million years down the road. But I fear that it might happen sooner because we tend to do stupid things because we get pissed off at somebody. And I'm afraid too many people getting pissed off at each other and pushing limits in a wartime might go ahead and cause such a detrimental effect to the world that things will go sour pretty bad. And I hate for that to happen. I hope that as a race we can move past our idle squabbles and become a more mature race to where we don't have to have members of our varying societies wonder if this is the day that someone in leadership decides that the best course of action is to just wipe the globe clean of human life. It's a scary thought. So that's where I hope and where I worry. But I don't think I would have any inkling on when exactly the world is going to come to an end. Hey Sep, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you're looking for people to join you in your game? I think most of the people that are actually playing this that I know that watch the stream are probably sleeping right now, sadly. I wish you the best of luck, though. I would definitely try the Satisfactory Discord, because the Discord would probably be the most likely place you could find people that are playing at this hour. Such a beautiful view. Some berries while I'm here. All right. Time to head on back. I think I got a bit of mycelium, a bit of leaves. I think I might need some more leaves, but we'll just grab as we go, I suppose. Well, okay, I was explaining why I couldn't give a given year. But you know me. I don't think things on a shallow level. I sometimes think things too in depth. And I'm sorry if I disturbed anybody with that. Oh, that's not a good sign. That is definitely not a good sign. We are using the fuel faster than we are getting it in. Okay. Okay. Fabric. Okay, so there we go. We now have Now we have a gas mask, and we're making plenty of filters. So now we can go ahead and hop into Metro Exodus, right? Okay. I'll take the gas mask with me. I'll take the jet pack and some fuel with me. Alright. Don't count on it. Interesting. Maybe you should phrase the question differently. Because technically the 8-ball could be referring to the end of the planet when you say the world. Maybe you should ask when the human race would end. Okay. It sounds like that's back. Alright. Select milestone. So this will be the one for the geysers. It requires... Huh. 50 modular frames, 50 engines, no problem. The supercomputers might be tricky. I think we can go ahead and reach it. Alright. But I think production or two, okay. I need pipes. I need to make some of take those. I need some cables. Alright. Put that back. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and go out to where the oil well is. And I think what I'm going to do is I think that I'm going to bring the supplies to go ahead and upgrade the oil well to a Mark II. I think it's not a Mark II. I think that might be one of my problems. But I'm also going to bring enough supplies to go ahead and build a second well just in case. Because I think there was another oil vein nearby. So that way, if necessary, I can just merge two oil veins and then go ahead and have them be one oil vein. Let's see here. And that would allow me to go ahead and get a whole mess of crude oil coming into the base. And that would be beneficial for the base's income. Because if we go ahead and burn through all the fuel, because we're not getting enough crude oil in to make fuel, we're going to be in a sad state here real quick. There we go. There we go. Alright. That's going to delay us making some computers, but our resource production is paramount at this point. So off I go. Oh, tea is the nectar of the gods, I swear. I'm not taking the Sugercube or the truck for this because, well, one, the truck is a little bit buggy. It's not buggy. That's probably the wrong word for it. The truck needs refinement. Right now, the truck, because it is the way it is, it's not worth the fuel to take. It needs some improvement to it to where it has more value. And it's a little unstable, which could be by design, or it could just be buggy. I don't want to make assumptions. That said, if I don't have a vehicle to carry back or drive back in, I can ride the Tier 3 conveyor belt here, which should be fun. Alright. Hoopa. Man, this world is a beautiful place. Alright, here we go. The 8 ball's being held hostage? Really? Oh, Izzy. Alright. Oh, that's right. It's an oil pump, not a refinery. Not a... Oh, and I brought the wrong things. Great. Okay. But yeah. It is what I thought it would be. Alright, well I guess I'm making this trip again. I need to go ahead and get some stuff for an oil pump. I kept on thinking drill, drill, drill. It's gotta be, the drill's not powerful enough. I'll make a Mark II drill. No, it's the fact that I'm pumping the oil out faster than I can go ahead and use it. Which, you know, it's a thing. It's a sting. Okay, up. There we go. Yep. Alright. So, an oil pump requires 3 motors and 3 heavy modular frames. Let's see here. Do I have any motors or modular frames that I have sitting around? Let's see here. Nope. Nope. There's some modular frames and there's some motors. Okay. Alright. I think though I'm going to need a whole lot more steel. Because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go ahead and make some more Mark III. Conveyor belts to go ahead and get things moving a little faster over there. Because I think there's one that's pretty close and the next oil thing is farther out. I think I'll hopefully be good with two, but I might need to go and grab the third. And I really don't know how far that third one is out. Okay, so I'm gonna run back out there a second time. And we're gonna go and construct a second oil pump. We have enough supplies to go and create a third oil pump too. And when I make the second oil pump, I will be tearing down the storage container that acted as my kind of buffer zone. Right now we're going through the buffer zone of the fuel storage container. Now, this is why it's important to build several storage containers throughout your supply lines, because if something happens to one resource and you see a storage container run dry, it gives you time to realize, okay, that's where the problem is, fix that, and then come back and see if there's anything else that is run during the process. You know, it helps you isolate where the source of the issue is. At least that's what I'm saying. Do you have materials for poles and wires? Oh, I should be good. I should be good. I'll be able to make at least one Mark 1. This is why bringing a Sugercube would actually be smart, because if I ran out of poles and wires, yeah, I'll be good. If I ran out of poles and wires, I could just dig up some copper somewhere. But thank you for go ahead and reminding me of that, because I just barely have enough by sheer luck. I have enough for a pole, so it looks like I'm only going to be making one more pump, not two, because I don't have the power pole, the raw copper wire to go ahead and make a second power pole. That is, if I need to make a power pole. The wire might stretch far enough. We'll see. Let's go ahead and let's see here. Start scanning. Yeah, there are 3 that are all right next to each other. Okay. Yeah. Yes, yes, Step. I know about the emotes. Both the twirl it and the clap. But thank you for pointing those out in case I hadn't found them yet. I do appreciate that. Okay. Let's see. I would think I might actually have to run to... shoot. Ha ha ha! All right. It was a close thing there. Me potentially not having enough. Ah, crap. It keeps on clipping through the grass. I don't like it when it does that. Bushes, yeah. Grass itself, nah. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. Alright. Oh! That is not what I want to do. Okay. Logistic. Conveyor merger. There we go. Wait, wait, wait. I almost screwed up there. Oh. My little buffer zone. Then all right. Okay. Okay. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a small little bridge here. Nothing too fancy. Just so we don't get our tootsies wet. Alright. Alright. Crude oil cannot be picked up. And what's this over here? Iron ore. Okay. So. And it appears there's another one over there. Alright. So. Production. You there? Okay. So. Yeah. So I need to go ahead and get steel beams and copper cables. And that will allow me to go ahead and get a third oil pump set up here. And that will ensure that we have no more crude oil shortages. Yahoo! You create the context, you figure it out. Wow. Daniel. That's a sharp tongue you got there, bud. That bugs me. That bugs me like no end. They're sand barrels. Aww. Thank you, Daniel. But just keep in mind, the stream is about building a positive community where we can all get together. Yeah, there's some people that go ahead and every once in a while make some silly things. But you know what? Sometimes it's not too bad to be silly occasionally. You let yourself be serious all the time, you're gonna get stressed out, dude. Okay. Alright. Boop. Boop. Up. Hop. 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 Okay. Up. Almost made it all the way to where I store all my backup copper. Okay, so that should be enough copper wire. The other thing that I needed was steel beams, which means I probably need to go ahead and make some, let's see here, we'll grab 3 stacks of steel and make up some steel beams. That should be more than enough. Alright. Oh, while I'm here, slap those in there. Put these away, I won't need them. Those in there. And that gets us started on the that research. I'll be real with you guys. This has been a very fun stream, but a very long stream. I am feeling the burn at this point. God damn, what is this spaghetti mess? Step, have you not seen my factory, dude? A spaghetti mess is a nice way to put it. Let's be real. The flying spaghetti monster came by and puked on my factory, and that's how the layout was made. Here, here, here. Let me go ahead and give you a nice, wonderful view of my factory from the lookout tower I have up here. Let's see here. All right, and there we go. So yeah, I'm harvesting coal from over there. There used to be coal power plants bordering this that fed power to my base. The coal power plants have been removed, so it's very open there now. Currently using fuel power plants over here. Of course, the oil is clear over there, so there's a big oil line here. The oil, crude oil splits there. One of the split is going into fuel refinery, which keeps power going. One goes into rubber. Don't use much rubber, so that one's pretty full. And then there's like 3 different plastic refineries, because plastic is used a lot. And that's burning through most of the crude right now, I think. Let's see here. We have some steel foundries over here. We have some smelters over there, mines there. We have the limestone mine there. We have a copper mine there. We have another copper mine behind the rock over there. The copper mines go ahead and go into some smelteries. Then go ahead and turn the copper bars directly into wire. The wire is flown down via conveyor belt there and there into a single storage unit. And then that same copper wire is fed throughout the facility. The plastic, of course, is fed throughout the facility. The everything kind of wiggles and works its way around. So yeah, it is my layout. If I were to describe it in 2 words, efficient chaos. Yeah. It's not too bad, actually. Once I have everything set up to where it works efficiently, I will be planning to make a catwalk above everything to allow me to navigate from point to point. But I'm waiting until I have kind of everything in where I feel is going to be its final place before I do that. Because building a catwalk to move above the factory floor and from place to place, and then having to change buildings out, like changing coal power plants for fuel power plants, would kind of suck. And the catwalk could possibly get in the way. So I'm saving that for once I have the majority of the manufacturing setup done. But yeah. And I mean, using the blade runners allows me to jump higher, run faster, and leap farther, and reduces fall damage. Makes it easier. All right. Now, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. We were going to go ahead and wire up. Do I have enough? Yeah, I have enough wire. We were going to wire up and finish making the conveyor belt for the 3rd crude oil well. Okay. Yeah, no, I have most everything upgraded to level 3 belts. I have a few things at level 2. If I have a level 1 anywhere, I need to be smacked. I might have like one level 1 that is like in an awkward place that I need to change it out. I do know that one of my conveyor belts that delivers copper wire is a level 1, but the other one is a level 2, and I get copper wire fast enough that really doesn't matter. I do plan to eventually upgrade the majority of them. I mean, go through the factory and replace the majority of them with level 4. But that's going to be a project. Oh, God. Rerunning all of those conveyor belts. The thankful thing I am for is the fact that I have some of the conveyor belt routes are very easy to know where they are because I use the conveyor belt stackers that allow you to go ahead and stack conveyor belts on top of each other, which definitely made my life much easier. I will tell you now, if they gave you a tool that was basically a powered zip liner that you could attach to power cables to zip from point to point, that would be cool too. You know, just a little hook thing that has a motorized wheel on it that you could go and swing up and go ahead and grab on that and then zzz, click, zzz. A motorized zip line. the reason why it would have to be motorized, it would go the direction that you're facing, whether that is up, down, or anything. Of course, if you're going downward, you would go faster a little bit naturally, just because gravity. And you'd probably go a little slower if you're going up, and you'd probably go standard speed if you were, you know, going about level. Okay. Hatchick. Hop, tick. And hop. 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 All right. I didn't know they had zip lines in Fortnite. Must have added that after I stopped playing it. I just don't have the time to anymore. I don't have anything against Fortnite. I know that some people are like, oh no, Fortnite's dead. I'm like, it's a game. Let people play the game that they like playing. Don't shame people for it. But yeah, I go and cover so much of my channel that I didn't have the time to really invest in the grind, and I don't have the money to just sit there and buy skins. So, oh, that was a bad idea. Don't build beams through me. There we go. There we go. So now, I literally have to go ahead and upgrade that to tier 4. Just to go ahead and keep up with the amount in there. I don't have enough to upgrade it all to tier 4 though. But damn, look at how fast it moves on tier 4. Alright. Tier 3 is 270 per minute. Tier 4 is 450 per minute. So it's almost double, I would say. Double would be like 520, and it's 450. So yeah. See, I don't want to use higher than a tier 1 storage because I don't okay. If I have to move a storage container and it's more than a tier 1, I have to figure out where all the stuff goes. If it's a tier 1, there's not a lot of stuff in it. And the benefit of that also is I use the containers as, again, buffers more than actual storage. By making them buffer zones, it allows resources to pile up. If, say, there are two things going into a fabricator, and one of those items is plentiful, and the other one is scarce, then it lets the plentiful one build up. But if I have to, you know, change a line or something, the plentiful one could end up drying up temporarily, and then it can go ahead and work off of that buffer that's in a storage tier 1. But if I have to move that storage tier 1 that's got a full buffer of supplies in it, then I have to tear it down, and then I have to figure out how to move all that supplies easily, and it's just a hassle. So I'd rather stick with the tier 1 storage just for simplicity, to make it work good as a buffer. And yeah. Okay, so again, the rubber really isn't moving because I'm not taking any rubber out. There are 3 different refineries making plastic, so this line moves frequently. This line will move occasionally. And let's see here. Yeah. This is slowly filling. I probably should not go ahead and make another fuel power plant, because I will probably exceed my fuel consumption. My fuel consumption will exceed my production. If I'm going to go and make another fuel power plant, I will have to go ahead and make another fuel oil refinery dedicated to fuel, which that means even more crude that I'm gonna have to burn through. So I think the goal needs to be go ahead and getting the advanced Satyrium electronics unlocked, so I can scan for geysers, and then look at having geysers as a means to provide me geothermal power. Okay, so I need 23 of you. All right. Yay! 23. Come on. $23. All right. Hup. Hup. I need some motors. That's the perfect amount. 6. All right. All right. I probably should grab the computers for the supercomputer. I don't know how many, wait, no, this isn't the supercomputer one. This is the heavy modular frame line. This one over here is supercomputers. I mean, regular computers. I don't have a supercomputer manufacturing. Okay. There we go. That hopefully will be enough to make 20 supercomputers. Oh. I need other stuff that's going to be part of this too, like plastics and cable and all that, but I'm going to get that after I go ahead and have a chance to look at it to remember exactly what I need. Alright. Modular frames, motors, done. So we need 20 supercomputers. Alright. Whew. Okay. Supercomputer. Alright. So per supercomputer we need and 2 AI limiters. So, okay, so we're going to need 40 of those. So we've got more than enough computers. Let's see here. Quick wire. Okay, I think I have quite a bit of quick wire stored up. Hopefully enough. If I don't, then that means I'm going to have to go and break down and actually go to my Satyrium mine, clear out of there, where it says sea ore on my map. That is the place where I have a tier 2 miner attached to a storage unit that's fueled just by a bio burner reactor. The bio burner reactor never runs out of fuel because it fills up the storage too fast to burn through all the fuel. So I just go up there with a little biofuel, refill the burner, pick up the raw ore, bring it back. That way it doesn't strain my grid any. Okay, so we're going to need to make, there's 2 needed per. We need to make 20, so that means we need to make 40 of these, which means that I'm going to need 40 circuit boards. Okay. And I think there are 3 of these needed per, and these do not, these need plastic. Okay. And it needs plastic. I'm gonna need a crap ton of plastic. Great. Hopefully the plastic is the plastic buffered at all? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Let's get those 40 circuit boards. I don't have any circuit boards in here, do I? Yeah, I have 6. So I'm gonna need 34. Oh, wrong one. Like, why am I not seeing any circuit boards being produced here? Because I'm at the wrong one, doof. Oh. Good. Alright. So hopefully I have enough, and I haven't. What? A lot of delay on this chat, though. I'm sorry to hear that you're experiencing some delay. I apologize for that, bud. I don't think there's much I can do about it, sadly. Okay, I only need 40 of you. 2, 3. There we go. And a high-speed connector. That's right. Cable. Okay, so I need 3 connector per supercomputer. 20 supercomputers. So that means 60 connectors. Okay, so 60 times 10. So I need 600 cable. It's not going to be enough cable. But it's a start. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I feel sorry for any alien that thinks I'm what a normal human looks like. I need to have a roast stream. Isn't that like most streams, though? You know what? Maybe I'll do that for the 5,000 subscriber milestone. A MeltMan roast. That might be fun. Okay, got to hit 400 cables. There's 5. What do you mean, how do I make storage in the craft bench? Okay. It's okay. No big deal. It's late. I'm surprised I'm paying half attention to what I'm doing at this point. Alright. Alright, let's see here. I'm just going to start making them now. Just to make sure I'm not running into any more problems. Oh man. Ooh. I am definitely going to go ahead and have to. Yep. Glad I started to do it now. Let's just go ahead and make the ones I can make. And then I'll put them in there. Ran out of quick wire. Okay. And I just made them. I know they're in my inventory. Ah, there they are. Okay. Okay. So I ran out of quick wire. Okay. I think I just need to sit down and run the lines. Got enough cable to right now. Okay. Production. Smelter. Okay. Need to go ahead and grab some copper. But there we go. Alright. So we're going to head out to the citrine mine that I have set up. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and set up in a more... Oof. Should be going out and following the cable line that I have out in that direction. And then shooting off from that cable line when I need to. Because that would help me save on wire. So I think this actually goes ahead and gets pretty close. Here is probably where I should split it. Alright. Yeah, that's it there. Okay. Yep. Okay. See, if I had a tier 3, that would be a whole lot of citrine. Alright. Oh, come on. See what I say about hassle? And imagine if this was a tier 2 or tier 3 storage. logistics merger. I don't have enough steel. Alright, well, fine. Production. Smelter. There we go. Alright. Actually, yep, we don't have any raw. So, I'm gonna have to go back to get some steel beams to make the tier 3. Let's see here. Oh, phooey. Take that one down. There we go. 3 smelteries. We'll go ahead and have them all 3 feed into this merger. I think this one, do I have enough of this? Invalid shape. Figures. Alright. It's always these ones. Okay. Merger. Haha. All right. Production. Instructor. There we go. And quick wire. Just not enough. Oh well. All right, so production, organization. Let's see here. Can I finagle this in a way to get away with just logistics? Can't afford. I don't want to fall off here. Organization. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Yeah. Alright. The problem is this is such a small area, you know? Logistics. Can't afford, even that would just cost at least 3. Alright. Well, let's make sure that we didn't leave anything behind. Oh. Well. Guess I'll be processing that back at base. Oh. Alright. This will be our quickest route back to base, I believe. Oh, those wonderful precipices of death that if you miss your jump just right, you're screwbarred. Yeah, I might move this storage from the bridge platform, but right now the problem is I don't have enough materials to go ahead and make the conveyor belts connecting everything. I'll probably relocate the storage when I get back. Yahoo! Oof. God, I love these legs. They literally neutralize what little fall damage this game has. Plus, you feel like a kangaroo. Nope, yeah. The only thing left to research is, oh. What I'm doing. Okay, so. I won't be needing any plastics. Won't need that. Might need that. Won't need that. Let's see here. No, I won't need any of that, actually. Now that I think about it. Nope. Everything's pretty much set up. So it's just literally a conveyor belt system is all I need to build. And all this stuff is left over from the supercomputer mission that I'm still doing. So they can wait. Throw that in there. Okay. Well, I won't be needing this. I can put this away too. Won't be needing these. Alright. Probably won't be needing that either. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna need a whole heck of a lot more steel beams if I'm gonna go and be making the encased beams for the tier 4. this is expensive. Whew. That's something, Izzy, you shouldn't joke about. Just to put it out there, man. Really not something you should joke about. Alright. I accept your apology. My character has died in the game a couple of times. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't figure you actually did. But, for some people, getting a threat on their life, even in a jest, can be a very serious thing. I know you were just kidding around, but it's definitely something that I do not want to become a trend for the channel. Okay. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with the encased beams I have, and then make maybe another 200 more normal beams. So that means I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and I'll do the encased beams around the structure of the mine, but I'll probably do the normal beams delivering the wire to a storage facility closer to base, so it is easier to access, kind of like how I did the copper. Okay. All right. So, sort. All right. Don't think I'll need anything else. Just have to go out to where I'm gonna go. To the sea ore mines. Sadly, the closer one is that a power slug? That is a power slug up there. Hold on. Gotta change my trajectory to go ahead and snag that power slug on the way up. There it is. And this is why you never leave home without concrete. Huh. Oh. Possibility there's nothing, but sometimes behind the limestone nodes that are up against the rock face will lead to a tunnel with like a power slug hidden underneath. It's kind of like digging for buried treasure. Half the time it means nothing, but sometimes it means secret. Wow. Oh, nothing. Oh well, at least I checked. Ooh, nuts. Alright. Oh. You remove. Alright. Can't afford. Hey. How can I not afford if I just stripped down one just a moment ago? I is confused. I suppose it isn't a big deal. Oh. I bet I know how it happened. Somewhere, one of these built a support. There we go. Yep. That could have been nasty. That could have been real nasty. Ah, I should have come with freaking... Okay. I thought I had everything. I was wrong. How many times have I like forgotten like something that should be a simple basic resource that I should probably just carry with me? Okay. Because I'm going to have to make more of the posts that require holes and holes and plates. Oh well. Ooh, that barely even stinged. So, I'm gonna go grab some bowls and some plates and run back again. But not before I get these nuts. These nuts. Okay. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Ah, didn't. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Oop. Now, I want to say this right now. My power usage has definitely climbed quite a bit. Yeah. All right. Woohoo! So, after I go ahead and get the citrine ore all sorted out, I am definitely going to have to focus on making the 12 remaining supercomputers I need, because I am going to need the geyser power source if I want to continue to not have to build yet another fuel reactor. Because if I build another fuel power plant, I'm going to have to go and make another fuel refinery. A geothermal power plant would be a better solution. Okay. Well, this is what I thought was going to happen. So that's why I brought this. That'll increase the speed at which it produces. Alright, so I'm not gonna bother moving this or anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and go derp. And here we go. Looks like a good place to put it. And I can't afford it. Oh, well, I got pretty close. All right. There we go. Another 200 beams ought to be more than enough. And it's just a matter of finishing up the last 12 supercomputers. And we'll be good as gold to go and hunt down a geyser. Well, I'm assuming there are certain things that would be need to be installed. Now, geothermal power plants. Hmm. Now, I wonder how they run geothermal power plants in this game. Because depending on the power plant, if it is running just on the infrequent geyser itself, and there is a chance where there would be moments where there would be no activity and not enough to generate power, unless the geothermal power plant is going deep thermal, where it's sinking a cable deep into ground. I think this might be good enough for me to go ahead and put a there you go. Alright. And there we go. I'll be able to stockpile some quick wire there. And I'll be able to get access to it when I need it. It's a little on the outskirts of the base, but that's okay. But I don't want to have to be making quick wire on the regular by hand. It is not something to do from raw ore. It's a lot of processing time. Okay. That being said, let's get back to making supercomputers. That's a phrase I don't think I'd ever say before in my life. AI, wire. There's no motor in a supercomputer, right? Plastic and computer. Take that. Leave that. That and that. 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 Alright. So it's just the high-speed connectors that I need, which is what needs the quick wire. Alright. Alright. Okay, I need to make 12 supercomputers. Yeah, that's gonna run short on quick wire. Okay. And boop. 8 to go. All right. Time to bang out a little bit of this. Let's see what we do next. All right, Izzy. You have a wonderful night. Thanks for joining us. Deconstruct the base of the platform under the bridge. Find the waterfall. Looking for secrets. I haven't looked behind any of the waterfalls yet. But yeah, I did think of that in the free weekend. But now I've realized there's a whole lot more waterfalls in the game than what I had originally thought. So, But yeah, what I've learned is there's, of course, multiple different types of power slugs. The green power slugs are the most common. They'll give you one crystal shard core. The yellow power slugs will give you 2, but the magenta, I believe they're called, power slugs, will go and give you 5. Which I think I've only found a couple magenta. And it's nice getting those power cords because, you know, of course, each one increases 50%. So put 1 in, it's 150% efficiency. Put 2 in, it's 200%. Put 3 in, and it's 300% efficiency. But, you know, they refer to it as a strange force. They don't go into detail what it does to speed up the efficiency like that. So I have a theory, but I don't have anything really to base that on other than there's been the Summers Loop and the Mercer Sphere. I want to know, and the fact that looking at quartz crystals makes a comment about them being used for quantum technologies. I'm very much interested if one or more of the dev team is interested in quantum physics, and that's where that comes from. Okay, so we need to go ahead and make only 4 more supercomputers. And that means we're looking at 11 of the high-speed controllers. So that means I need basically 400, excuse me, yeah, 418, no, 408 quick wire. So if there's a stack of 500 that's built up, that'll be more than enough, and we can go ahead and finish this. There we go. Of course, that's when I would run out of cables. Why not? Alright, well, you know what? Of course. There we go. Oh god, if it's not one thing, it's another. And boom.
Increasingly advanced use of deuterium applied. Geothermal power sources can be found and used as a more stable supply of power. Programmable splitters with unlimited filters can be constructed along with improved power poles.
Okay. So I'm seeing one geyser, and it is hella far out there. Don't know how far though. A couple geysers up that way too. Power. Requires 8 supercomputers, rubber, a bunch of cable, and 4 modular frames. Does not require any resource input. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so I need 8 supercomputers. That means I need 16 AIs. So I need to make another 15 A's. Yeah. Alright. I need to get rid of more plastic as well. But again, 3 high-speed connectors, looking at needing 24 of them. So I'm going to need more cable, more plastic. So let's go ahead and just grab a bunch of plastic real quick. Alternate cable design that includes rubber makes 5 cables. Huh. Not that I need that, but let's try it out. And I'm not using the rubber for anything else. This makes a whole lot more cables for cheaper. It might be useful. So normally it is 2 copper for 1 cable, where this is 5 cables for 3 copper and 2 rubber. That's not good. That is really not good. We tripped a breaker because just too much was running at once. Which means the only way I'm going to be able to get things back up and running is if I go ahead and build another fuel generator. Shoot. Alright. One, two, three, 4, 5. Let's see. Do we have any modular frames? Heavy modular frames. Yep. Motors. Alright. That should hopefully help us deal with the power. Oh, wow. We are definitely pushing capacity. That is uncomfortable. Basically, that means that if any source of power were to just, stop working for whatever reason, everything shuts down. And I didn't want to build another fuel plant because it pushes the crude oil that's getting manufactured into fuel a little bit harder. Okay. Okay. Need to make 2 more. That means I need to make another 4 high-speed connectors. Means I need a little bit more quick wire. Okay. Everything we need for a geothermal power plant, check. Can handle a power line, 8 connections. Six. These ones, definitely useful in base. These ones, definitely useful still outside base because they're cheaper. Okay. Yep. All right. Beasties. It would have to be in here. go ahead and refill my health there. Alright. Alright, and well then. That's something horrifying we have to add to this area, huh? Sorry, I'm in a little bit of a focused mode here, folks. Yeah. Let's see here. Hey, Sep, how's it going? Let's see here. Explore set, research, limit additional inhaler is better, and the yeah, the Xenobasher and the medicinal inhaler is definitely very useful. Yeah. No, I have to keep the web links disabled, and that is for anti-spam purposes. I do apologize. We do have a Discord though. If you type !Discord in the live chat, you can get a link to go ahead and share stuff on the Discord. Although keep in mind, we do have, you know, common sense rules on the Discord. You post anything inappropriate, you're gonna get in trouble and kicked. So, don't be bad. And sometimes, I'm just going to go ahead and go. See more of those creepy crawlies in here. That's a power sword. Getting close. I have to watch my health though. Is that just you? You spooked me there, bud. Alright. Thankfully I didn't need the gas mask. I think I got them all. Oh, hello. All right. Floor is too steep. Alright, let's try this other one over here. Alright, well, we got one. We know that we can get another one out of here. Okay. So, early access warning. Menu does not work as intended. Does produce power. Check power pole instead. So none of this in the geothermal generators is done as far as the menus. And trying to place one on this geothermal thing, it was really hard to even get close to a placement. Ooh. Okay. So it's time to head back to base. That was really far out to go. It was really expensive to make. It does produce power without me having to go ahead and do anything about it. So I'm not going to complain too much. I didn't know there was going to be two out here. I'm going to go ahead and get as much of this bacon and garlic while I'm here. That's just normal use. This place is just fantastically. What is this? Oh, it's just copper ore. Yeah, I was out here before. Place is wicked sweet. Definitely reminds me of, like, you know, if a coral garden of some sort. Alright. Back to base. I don't have a section of my Discord dedicated purely to Satisfactory. Not yet. The game just came out. And, I would say, though, if you have pictures related to Satisfactory, Random Banner might be a good place to put them temporarily. I wonder. Is there something behind the limestone chunk? Nope, I was wrong. I'm so rarely right about that. Alright. Alright. Time to get out of here before something gas me. Oh! Oh, I forgot about that. It's like, can I make that jump? I hesitated, and then I made the jump, and I'm like, oh, good. Okay. I wonder if this gas is raw sulfur. And if that's the case, maybe you can go ahead and get sulfur by harvesting it off of those little gassy boys. That would be an interesting way to get sulfur. Well, hello there, little glow. Alright. Yeah, by the way, heal. Yeah, I know. Alright. Damn, those medicinal inhalers are very, very useful. Let's see here. Take that, take that, take that. And I think I need also... What else do I need for the medicinal inhaler? I think it might be... Yeah, I need more mushrooms. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make any more than... Not right now. But I have the supplies too. Down the road, all I have to do is do some mushroom farming. Alright. Well, folks. Being that we've hit the end of everything that we could really produce, we kind of looked at everything in a way, shape, or form. Oh. Geothermal power definitely is nice. It is kind of sad that they don't really have a full-on graph like this. It's interesting also that it has no fuel. Something that I think they could go ahead and do down the road is I've noticed that when I'm at certain crash sites, there are sometimes items that you can't make but you can find. So there are heat sinks used to dissipate heat faster, batteries store electrical charge, they're permanently used as a power source, silica, which M found by chopping down specific trees. So here's what I'm going to say, and this is tied into the geothermals not being completed and that I had found during the free weekend batteries. I think that what they might do is do a battery bank system and combined with the geothermal. See, geothermal is great, but if the geyser is unpredictable, you get spikes of power and then you get a lull of no power. The power isn't regular. All the other power generators that they've given you in the game give you a flat, even max no matter what, anytime, as long as you have fuel in it. But geothermal, because it's reliant on the geyser for power, fluctuates. Now, how do you deal with a fluctuating power source like that? Well, you have a battery bank where you go ahead and have, when you've got well over what you need, it charges the battery bank up. And when the geyser's not currently firing and the geothermal power dips, the power grid can drain the batteries. That also gives you a moment where if too many machines fire up at once and they go ahead and kick over what all your machines could produce power-wise. Normally, it'll dip into the battery before causing the circuit breaker to kick off. Again, the battery bank, I think, is something that they're probably looking at putting into the game around the geothermal. How they go ahead and implement power storage like that for battery banks, I don't know. But they haven't really touched on it too much. The only reason why I think that that may be a possibility is, again, because I found what is clearly a work in progress item called battery. Now, heat sinks used to dissipate heat faster. So here is what I am thinking is possibly the sign that we may find in later versions of the game or in farther away locations. Maybe a volcanic or incredibly hot area where you have to build maybe heat sinks into a suit of gear to cool you off faster, a la Subnautica. But I think more likely the case that heat sinks will be used around the time where, because I know that silica's in here, therefore aluminum's in here. When you start going into things like aluminum, heat sinks are going to be something that is a crafting component used in making higher end computers. So say overclock supercomputer requires, you take a say some plastic, a heat sink, and a rotor, and you combine that with a normal supercomputer, and what does it do is it's basically a all-in-one water-cool solution where the rotor and the plastic become a fan and heat sink that attaches a fan and radiator that attaches onto a heat sink that you mount to the side of the supercomputer to help it dissipate heat faster. I'm just spitballing here, but I think that really heat sinks and aluminum will probably go hand in hand, because out of all the materials that heat sinks are made out of, the starting end ones are made out of aluminum. The higher end ones that are much heavier and usually more expensive are made out of a lot of copper. So there is that. Maybe they will have a alternate recipe for heat sinks that use copper instead of aluminum. It just uses a lot of copper. I don't know. But that's kind of where I'm kicking out on what I've seen in the work in progress items that I'm sitting on. Again, I'd like to note again the raw quartz flavor text. Raw quartz is processed into quartz crystals, which are used for radio and quantum technology. Okay, radio's kind of cool. Maybe that's how they'll work in a long-range in-game voice chat or something like that. Or maybe radios will be something that expand your scanner's capabilities to give you more specific details when you go ahead and scan an area on where a resource is. Who knows? That would be cool. Quantum technology, I think, is also interesting, and again, I want to tie that back into our little guy here, the green power slug. A strange slug radiating a weak, strange power. Now, again, the strange power allows us to go ahead and make power crystals. Let's go and make one right now. A power shard, rather. And the power shard, mucus from a power slug compressed into a solid crystal-like shard. It radiates strange power. Being that these being inserted into machines make them run 50% faster and more efficient. They just produce 50% more efficient. I don't know enough about quantum science. I'm going ahead and going very much out on a limb here of what I'm thinking is, being that quantum technology is mentioned, it could be explained that the strange power that these shards are expressing is a field of special relativity, which is kind of, special relativity is kind of the concept where a person that's in space will age differently than a person that is on Earth. Time is relative, so to speak. It's one of Einstein's principles. I'm doing a crap job of explaining it. But being that quantum technology is being discussed in here, and they give the power shards but don't really explain them early on. But if you find the raw quartz, and there are raw quartz nodes, just like the citrine nodes, I expect that you will later find ways to go ahead and take the power shards using quantum technology and maybe supercharge the power shards to where they don't improve 50% of production, maybe they improve 100% of production. But it requires you taking like a power shard or two and combining them into a dual matrix made out of quartz, a quartz lattice with a quartz lattice housing two power shards to get twice the effect in the same space. Who knows? I mean, for all I know, they could throw in a function where they have a slug pen where you can breed power slugs. I'm just spitballing. These are ideas I have here. Now, something that I also want to put in there, alien organs. These are gotten exclusively from the pyrosaurs. These are animals that shoot fireballs out of their mouth. It's got to be a biological effect. So these are not analyzable yet. They can only be used as fuel for the vehicles. And they're kind of a crap fuel at that. They cannot be turned, as far as I can tell, into biomass like the shells can. The carapace can be turned into biomass. I see them possibly opening the alien organs up for a research project through the MAM down the road that might be something like a bioorganic fireball gun. That, or maybe the alien organs will just unlock a flamethrower technology. I don't know. But you can go ahead and make fuel. You can make fuel for running fuel generators. That's not far off of napalm. And using an alien's that shoots fireballs is tissue as a research material to unlock a means of producing a flamethrower gun in-game might be interesting. There's so much potential with this game. There's so much. And let's not even get into the strange alien metal that glistens with new possibilities. You can go anywhere with that. The Samor is just okay. And then, of course, you have the Mercer spheres and the Summers loops, which are strange artifacts that talk to you to get you to harvest them, but don't seem to have any sort of purpose. There's a lot to this game. There's a lot that's going to probably come out as it stays in early access. I can't wait to see what they do more. I'm glad you're feeling better, Kentucky. Welcome back, by the way. That being said, I've kind of covered a lot of content within the last 24 hours. I need to go ahead and get some sleep. I need to get some rest. So I want to say thank you once again for all the people that have been popping in, popping out, some that watched probably all the way through. This 3-part Satisfactory stream has been amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me along this journey, whether you joined me live or joined me from the archive playlist. Thank you so much. As always, stay frosty, and I hope to see you again next time.